What are the consequences if you refuse to participate in the custody evaluation? Well, my name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're continuing our video series designed to educate and inform the public, so please subscribe to our channel. You should know that a lot of our questions are presented by our viewing audience. So we get a question about refusing a child custody evaluation, refusing to participate. It's probably somebody who refused and wants to know what's going to happen. Well, I have to tell you one thing. You have to remember that the child custody evaluation is typically ordered by the court. What that means is you've got the same consequences as if you violated any other order from the court. That is to say, you could be held in contempt. The court could issue a show cause why you shouldn't be held in contempt for refusing to cooperate. The holding you in contempt will obviously cast you in a very negative light before the person who's going to make your decision about custody, and that's not a person who you want to be held in a bad light on. The court can also say, look, if you're not going to participate in the evaluation, which is a tool that the court needs to make a decision, I'm going to presume that that evaluation would not have favored you, and therefore I'm going to give custody to the other person. So these are the things that really should encourage people to say, you know what, I don't want to do the evaluation, but the court ordered it, so I better. Now, what's going to go on? I mean, in the evaluation, they're going to evaluate and they're going to recommend to the court who might be the better custodial parent. So therefore, it's important to weigh in on that. Know about your kid. Know about the problems that your child has. Give them an idea of what plan you have to solve those problems. What's the parenting time going to look like? Where are you going to live? What's the child's home environment going to be like? All of these things are important so that an evaluation can be made. In most situations where you have two similar parents, what you really want to get out of that evaluation is a recommendation of joint custody. That's the best you can hope to get if you got two decent people who are hardworking, very similarly situated. One of them is, not a drug addict. One is not an alcoholic. One is not a person, a career criminal. So if you avoid that and you just have two like regular folks who are working and who want a custody evaluation, what does the joint recommendation means? It means that the guy's throwing his hands up and saying, I can't tell, judge, you're going to have to decide for yourself. And then the court will make its ruling. What happens is you don't necessarily want to leave that and having made a bad impression so that the recommendation is against you because, the court has these front of the court people here and the court trusts them to give an evaluation. The court utilizes and relies upon these professionals paid by the county for an evaluation, and they're going to rely heavily upon it. And it's not impossible, but, a well-reasoned recommendation is probably going to be followed. So you got to realize it's not that it doesn't mean anything. It means something. So therefore, it's important to make a good impression and handle that appropriately. If you have any questions about that, reach out. We'll be glad to help you out.